All right, boys and girls, welcome to Goran Guitar. I have a new artist to present for you guys, and this one is called Amiel Sol. All right, so this is a Filipino artist, I believe, and he does this song that I believe it went a bit viral at some parts of this world, maybe worldwide, I'm not sure, but anyway, this song is called Bawat Sandali. All right, a little bit exotic here on Goran Guitar. I think that translates into at every moment. All right, so this is a love song from Amiel Sol. Let's check this one out and let's look at the setup here. All right. So you can see here, I have no need for any capo. And if you compare the song, the video there he uses for his song with my playing, you will see that he's holding a little bit differently. And that is because his guitar is tuned down, okay? So we always go here with standard tuning. If nothing else is mentioned on guitar, we use a standard tuning. His guitar is tuned down and therefore he holds different grips. So we have a dream scenario here, no need for any capo, also the standard tuning. So let's dive into this song here. So Bawat Sandali, all right? So we have what I can see 7 chords, all right? So let's start with the first chord, which is the F, okay? So F is a bar chord. You place the index finger on the first fret, you push down all strings there, and then you need to add third on A, third on D, and second on G. The next chord is the C-E, all right? So that is a standard C chord, but we have the open E string incorporated. Sounds like that, and it goes open E, third A, second D, open G, first B, and open E. Next chord is the A sharp major 7 sus 2. All right, it's a long name there, but what you do here is to place a bar on the first fret again. This time you don't need the last E string. It doesn't hurt if you have that string down as well, but you're gonna focus on the 5 strings below with the index finger, and then you need to add third on D and second on G. That's the A sharp chord. Then we have the D minor. That is for the bridge part later on, and that goes open D, second G, third B, and first E. Then we also got the G minor. That's the correct sound of it. So you have a bar chord here. You place the index finger on the third fret and push down all strings there, and then you need to add fifth on A and fifth on D. And then the final chord will be the A minor. That comes in the end of this song, and it goes open A, second D, second G, first B, and open E. Perhaps I mentioned 7 chords. It's actually 6 chords only, so that is a good surprise. So let's go into how to handle these chords. So we have 2 styles I want to present for you. I'm gonna mainly teach the strumming style for this song, and that is what we're gonna start with. So if you go to the first chord, that is the F chord. It's a very long strumming pattern actually, and it sounds like this for 1 round. Okay, so all that is 1 strumming round. So you're gonna start with playing 1 down, and then a short little pause, and then you're gonna play down up for 3 times. So down up, down up, down up, plus 1 extra up. Okay, so that is what we're gonna start with. So 1 down, and then down up, down up, down up, up, like this. Okay, and then you have a short little pause after that up, and then you're gonna play up, down, up, up. Okay, so if you combine these 2 parts, you have down, down, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down, up, up. Okay, so we try that once again. So that is 1 string round. And if we play a couple of rounds of this, just for you to get the idea of the rhythm and the timing and everything, let's do it. Okay, so there you have the strumming. Okay, so that is the most challenging part of this song, is to get the strumming right. Once you get that, it's pretty straightforward in my opinion. So let's go into this actual song, starting with the first verse. So this first verse is about 4 rounds of chord progression, all right? So the first 3 rounds, you're gonna play F, 1 string round, the CE 1, and the A sharp 2. That is for the first 3 rounds, okay? And the fourth and final round, you're gonna play F1, then CE1, then A sharp 1, and back to CE1, okay? So let's try round number 3 and round number 4, so you get both of these variations in the verse. Let's go. So there you have the strumming and half of this first verse, the last half, okay? So there you have it. Now into how to play it with some picking pattern. I promise I'm gonna show you that as well, and then I'm gonna leave that picking from this tutorial, and you have to continue with that on your own. I'm gonna teach this rest of the tutorial with just the strumming, all right? So if you go back to the F chord, we don't get like an exact pattern for this. I can just show you some basics for it. So if you hold the chord, you're gonna play it this. Okay, so you have a couple of things to focus on here. The first start is to play on the bass strings. So what you're gonna do here, you're actually just gonna pluck from the chords. That is one rule here when it comes to this finger picking in this specific song. So I'm gonna play from the bass strings. At this point, then you wanna hit this B string from the actual chord. And you wanna alternate it with the D string. Okay, so these 2 strings are important here in this picking. You hear kind of a melody here in this picking when it comes to these strings. So and then you just follow that pattern with the next chord, the CE again. And then you can do that as well with the A sharp. And that is some basic rules when it comes to this picking. So I'm not going to show you exactly how to do it, okay? You just go on the bass strings to begin with, and then you work with the B and the D string in these chords when it comes to the verse play. So that's that when it comes to finger picking. Now let's go into the chorus part. It starts about 1 minute and 15 seconds in. And I think in the lyric we have kapag magula maybe. It's yeah, mind-blowing. I'm trying to talk to you in Filipino anyway. I'm doing my best here. So at 1 minute and 15 seconds starts this chorus, all right? You're gonna continue with the same strumming. Now you're gonna play F1, the CE1, and the A sharp 2 for the first round. The second round, you're gonna play F1, CE1, the A sharp 1, and CE1. And the third round, you're gonna play in the same way as the first round. You have the F1, the CE1, and the A sharp 2. Okay, so this course here is just about 3 rounds, and we play them in the verse play, so there's no point to go through that again. So let's just move on to the second verse. Okay, the second verse is played exactly in the same way as the first verse. It's about 4 rounds. The first 3 rounds is F1, CE1, and A sharp 2, and the fourth and final round F1, CE1, A sharp 1, and CE1. That is the second verse. Now into the second chorus. It starts about 2 minutes and 52 seconds in. What you're going to do here is to play a verse play. And exactly as you play in the verse, you just continue with that in this chorus. Okay, so it changes from the first one. You just continue with the verse play. After this second chorus, we have a bridge part happening. It's about 3 minutes and 49 seconds in. Now you're gonna completely change the strumming, okay? And this bridge starts with this A sharp chord. So we're gonna have that as example of how to use the strumming pattern. So one round of strumming now is just about 4 downs. It goes like this. Okay, so it's good if you can try to emphasize the third down here. So you do that in a way that you play on the higher strings on that down. So you play a little bit more in the bass mid area on the first, the second, and the fourth down. But the third down, you go down on the higher strings. So that is one string round. Okay, pretty easy. You're gonna play now the A sharp 2 string rounds, C E2, the D minor 2, and F2. That is the first half of it. The second half is to play A sharp 2, C E2, the G minor 2, and 1 down on the CE. 1 down and just a pause. Okay, so I'm gonna take you through this bridge part. I'm gonna play through it, so just follow. And that's the bridge, all right? Now into the final parts of the song, we have the outro slash the third chorus. It's kind of the same here. It starts about 4 minutes and 16 seconds in. You're gonna play the strumming again, F1, the CE1, and the A sharp 2. You're gonna play that part for 2 rounds. And then we have this little bit different ending. It starts about 4 minutes and 44 seconds in. You're gonna use now the G minor chord. And from there on, you're going to go over to the A minor chord. So what you're going to do here on the G minor is to start the strumming, but not fulfill it for one full round. You're going to play down, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so that's a part of the strumming. The first part of it, it goes like this. And then you're going to switch chord now to the A minor. We have that now in the ending. And you're going to play it like down, down, up, down, up. Okay, so, and then you're gonna go into the A sharp chord and play 1 full string around. So down, down, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down, up, up. Okay, and you play that chord progression for 2 rounds. And after you play that last A sharp chord for 1 string around, you just go into the CE and play 1 down on it and let it ring out. And ring outs, that means it's the end of the song. So, guys, Amiel Sol, for my Filipino followers especially, but for all you who know who this guy is, sa bawat sandali, at every moment, that's the song. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. It was a pleasure to give this one to you. So I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, play tuned.